Just skip the 2 hours. Go right to the quality. What the frick, man? For 2 to 2.5 hours, I was bored to fucking tears. It was incredibly boring. I probably would have rather gone outside and watched the grass grow. What the hell? Why the fuck did we waste 2 hours on today's stream with bullshit? Was getting the stream started and nature called and I was like, holy moly, I gotta go. And I got back, I'm like, okay, let me finish up. I got the stream going, but I don't have anything on the laptop up and running. I want to obviously see your chat and see what you guys are talking about. I know someone had mentioned Asmongold, and I didn't see it yet. Like, I guess he had made a whole... My idiotic detractors, of course, took our discussion a couple nights ago when I was last playing Diablo, took it out of context to try to spin it like I was saying negative things about the guy when I wasn't at all, actually. In any way. I wasn't slamming him in any way, shape, or form. What we were talking about was how people were saying, oh, you should be more like other streamers who, when these games come out, they do like crazy marathon streams, you know, where they're playing like anywhere from 16 to 18 hours a day for 3 straight days, and then they beat the new release in 3 days. And it wasn't me, it was viewers who brought up Asmongold does that. And I was like, oh, well, I don't know how he pulls it off if that's the case. You know, I couldn't do that. Number one, I think it's unhealthy to do marathons like that. I wouldn't want to be sitting around for 18 hours sedentary. Number two, I certainly wouldn't want to be spending that much time away from my family. My wife would probably be furious with me if I told her I have no time for you or the family for 3 days because I'm playing a game, you know. And number three, quite frankly, I don't even know how you could pull that off just logistically. If you think of look at, like, you have to sleep at some point, right? And I was like, oh, again, I don't know anything about his family. You know, I don't know anything about his situation. And then someone had brought up, oh, he's single, and basically he kind of lives a bachelor life, and he does this crazy stuff, to which I responded, well, yeah, actually, I used to do that, too, back when I started on YouTube. And a new game came out. Sometimes I would play the game literally all day long. Of course, this is back when I was single, and I was doing very unhealthy things. I was drinking a ton, and just in general, I wouldn't cook. I would eat fast food every day, and I would do all these unhealthy things. And I said, yeah, sometimes I would do that. I would play incredibly extended sessions, but you know, I haven't done that in so many years. You know, and I have a family and everything. I have a responsibility to be present with the family, to do chores, to do things around the house. It's not just about me anymore. You know what I mean? So that's why there's no way that I could do anything like that. But anyway, and then someone had said, well, and you know, basically the way he lives is kind of like a pigsty. And I was like, yeah, I've seen a few pictures where like his area has tons of trash and shit all over the floor. And obviously that's pretty crazy and unsanitary. And, you know, you don't want to live like that. And certainly I wouldn't want to live like that. You know, I'm just commenting on generalities like that. Like, I literally didn't say anything negative about the guy at all because I don't really know the guy. I'm just going off of generalized info. So then this morning, people will come to the stream. Do you see Asmongold's talking about you? Asmongold, I'm like, even if he is, I don't even care because anything he says couldn't possibly be, like, if it's negative, it couldn't be qualified information because I said nothing negative about the guy at all. Like, nothing at all. I was talking generalities. I don't even know of the man and the work he does, so how could I possibly be criticizing him, right? So, but anyway, I guess he did a video where people sent him, like, clips from the show, of course, out of context to try to make it look like I was saying negative shit about him, and I guess apparently his reaction is that he laughs it off and thinks it's funny, which, I mean, that's probably the best attitude to have. I'm going to watch it later. I didn't see it yet. I guess it happened, like, earlier today. It was released when I was streaming, so I didn't have an opportunity to see it or anything like that. But I'll watch it. And, you know, someone had suggested this earlier. They said, would you like to watch that on DSP Reacts this weekend for DSP versus the Internet? To which I said, yeah, submit it. I will live react to it. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that the purpose of my react show that I do every Saturday, to react to that kind of stuff? So why wouldn't you submit that? I mean, sure, absolutely do. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Big light bulb going off here. Right? Okay. He said he might send me a free PC. Well, good for him. I mean, I don't know anything about that. I haven't watched any clip yet. There you go. Tonight's Diablo 4. So I hope you guys are ready to chill with me in Diablo 4. 2 hours of progress in Act 3. I'm excited for this. All right. What I have for dinner, we had leftovers. I had leftover pasta from the other night. Nothing great to really talk about. I mean, the pasta's good, but it's 2-day-old pasta. Nothing really special to talk about. I could spin this around in my favor. Spin what around exactly? What needs to be spun in my favor exactly? I'm very confused how people... I swear to God, there's people on this planet that are so, like, self-centered and opportunistic. Every possible thing that happens, they're like, what can I do to benefit from this? What? What are you talking about? What exactly is happening to spin in my favor? Nothing is going on right now. We're about to have a 2-hour chill stream of Diablo 4 is what we're about to do. So how can I spin that in my favor? If you guys enjoy the stream and we interact and have a great time, and possibly if you enjoy it enough, you'd consider supporting the stream. There you go. Let's spin it around in my favor. No, what I would say is tonight, if you guys enjoy the content, if you could support it, we got tonight and 2 more days left in June for streaming for me. July starts this weekend. And on the YouTube side of things like super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, they count for this month, but only till Friday. After that, it counts for the next month. Anything that you contribute via like super chats and memberships and stuff in the next couple of streaming days will actually benefit me in July. So if you were maybe thinking, hey, I like to support the channel, I like the crowd for the Diablo streams, I like to chill with Phil, and want to support the streams, now would be a good time to do super chatting or memberships or gifted memberships. Okay, that would help long term. So thank you to anyone who thinks about that. We haven't had many new members in many days. It's been pretty stagnant for memberships here for the last week or so. So it would be great to maybe get a little bit of a rally by the end of the month. On the late stream tonight, it was Diablo 3, and we continued on with the story progression. I'm so confused. I don't know. Oh, whatever. I give up. Takes too long to figure this shit out. How is the game so far? All the advice I seem to be getting from people who've played this game or get through the story. You want to get through the story because the further you get in the story, you get advancements. Like you get your mount, and then you get other things. And then by the end of the story, it makes more sense then to try to go do more meaningful side content and post-game content. I can't blame people for not wanting to be around for it, He says he's high as fuck. Well, as long as you're home and you're in a safe spot, it's all good. All right? I hope it gets better. I got a couple tips that just came in. Shall we shout them out before we get to enemies? Okay, let's continue. Did a super chat. Any chance to bring back Bassmaster? I miss hanging out on the bayou with all the fellas in chat, sipping a beer with our schlongs hanging out. Well, there you go. You could have left that last part out because I'm not aware if you guys have your schlongs hanging out when you watch my streams. There's no way I would know that because I'm here and you're there. So you could have kept that part private. However, I would love something like that eventually, but that Bassmaster is no longer on Game Pass. If they come out with a new one, I would consider buying it. I'm not buying that one because we've been there, done that, right? So, yeah. Now at this point, I'd say no unless a new fishing adventure comes out. Papa John's versus Little Caesars versus Domino's. I've only had the Little Caesars reboot once, and it was right when they rebooted, and I get the feeling today's Little Caesars is very different from the original. If I chose, I would get Papa John's pizza over Domino's 9 times out of 10. The only Domino's I would get is the New York style.
All I have done is offer you help, and yet you repay me with hatred. Well done. You were born for this. The victims of my brother, Baal. He laid waste to the barbarian lands long before your time. I wish I could have seen it with my own eyes. I had no part in it, though. Elias has upset the balance at the Temple of the Primes, and those shades of the past belong in Baal's domain, not mine. But I do welcome their hatred.
Alright, I guess we're out of here. Oh, let's see here. First of all, thank you all for chilling with me tonight. Remember, a great way you can support my streams is by giving it a like. I'd love to hit 100 likes tonight for engagement purposes. Outside of that, this Friday is my final day of the month for streaming. It would be great if we could get some YouTube side support like super chats or memberships or gifted memberships, because that would actually help me out come next month, because I get paid basically the month after each month's performance. And we have lost quite a lot of memberships here on YouTube recently, so if you wanted to think of maybe helping the community out, some gifted memberships tonight would be great. But in the meantime, I received a tip, a $10 tip, from... So thank you for your ongoing support. I appreciate that. By the way, I mentioned this the other night, but I forgot to mention it since then. We have a new animation for $30 tips. If you tip $30 or higher, up to $49.99, all right, there's a Diablo animation. So if you do that level of tip, you'll actually see a Diablo-themed animation tonight, which would be really neat. We've only seen it once. Literally, I've only played it once on stream, because we only had one tip of that size since I instituted it about 2 days ago. But just a heads up if you're interested. I will say this. We're in the finale of the month. Tomorrow and Friday are my last 2 streaming days of June. If you like the content this month, I would ask a favor. If you're going to support my channels, please do it in the next 2 days. And when I mean that, I mean things on the YouTube side. For example, like super chats, memberships, or gifted memberships. I've definitely seen a decline in these in the last couple of weeks. Tips have been great, but I've noticed a decline on the YouTube side support. That's critical stuff. That's stuff that every month I depend on. I get paid behind the scenes by YouTube once a month, and basically anything I make in the next 2 streaming days will count for July. I'll get paid for that in July. And sadly, we just lost, like, no exaggeration, 270 plus memberships. These were memberships that were gifted last month. People have not renewed them, and because of that, it looks like I'm going to get a big dip in income in July, unless we do get a few people who come and maybe say, hey, I want to up my membership, or hey, I'd like to support the channel, I'd like to gift a membership. So if you were thinking of helping out right now, that would be a great way to do it. And I know, listen, there's a marathon coming up on Sunday. A lot of people wait to the marathons to do the support. If you want to, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. I'm just saying it would be great in the next couple of days to get a little bit of rallying of support for the end of the month, so that next month I'm not kind of behind on everything because we had a big dip in gifted subs, okay? Not demanding anything, just throwing the idea out there for those who are thinking of maybe helping out in the next few days. All right, guys?
So what is pignosis? Pignosis is falling for begging, especially from someone on the internet, someone who don't really deserve it, someone who will ask for your money constantly, and you will feel inclined to give this person money. This person isn't like any other streamer that we're talking about that like implies the hypnotic pignosis, as some may say. Streamers I'm talking about are the ones that spend all their money on stuff like alcohol, gambling, other things that are just not for the stream, but yada yada. I need your support. For comparison, it's like the street beggar on the side of the road that, you know, just kind of stands there and don't offer much, but wants your hard-earned money. And this is what pignosis is. Like, people give beggars on the side of the road their money, and some of them are legitimately, like, they need help. But there's other people that use it for bad things, and this is what this is, right? This is called pignosis. So, now that that's out of the way,
again, I'd like to remind all of you, thanks for being here. And if you'd like to support the stream in any way, there's many ways you could do it. The free way would be to just give it a like. That would help a lot for engagement. I'm trying to hit 100 likes on every stream, but right now we're at 45. It would be great if we get some more. Outside of that, anything, any kind of contribution, a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership to the community would be great, or even a tip. Right now, I would say since it's month end, you know, memberships would probably be the way to go. It would actually help out a little more, simply because that's going to help me as a great way to end the month here on YouTube. All right, but thank you in advance for anything. I appreciate any kind of contribution. All right, guys, we got about another hour on the stream tonight. Thanks to everyone who's chilling and has contributed. We have 51 likes. Again, it would be great since we have over 250 people here tonight. It would be great if we could hit 100 likes on the stream, and I will do a celebratory bubble blow if we do. Super chats, memberships, greatly appreciated. Tips also grateful for if you would like to contribute in those ways. It would be great to get some support tonight. If you like Diablo and you like the chill vibes, if you could, please support it. I would appreciate that. And now into our next hour. Here we go. Yes. All right. I received a $1.20 tip from. You're playing this game makes me think of Shadow Wizard Money Gang. My new favorite rap group. They love casting spells. That's their tagline. I have no idea what you're talking about. Thanks for the tip, but I have no idea what you're speaking of. All right. Excuse me. Guys, we're in the home stretch of our stream, probably about another 30 minutes tonight. Again, if you would like to support tonight's stream and my content, please give the stream a like. We're at 65 likes. We're aiming for 100 on every stream for engagement. Please like the stream if you're here chilling with me. Outside of that, anything else is appreciated. A super chat, a membership, a tip, all appreciated. Thank you so much.
Whatever the cost.
Whatever the cost. That opening over there is our best chance of escape.
I'm being asked, what are places to go in Seattle? Nowhere. Seattle is full of crime now. I wouldn't even go there. If I could avoid it, I wouldn't even go there. I want to go there with my wife, and we haven't gone. Too much crime right now.
Go.
They have an insane shortage of police and haven't been able to hire enough since 2020. Every business there is complaining. Crime is at an all-time high. People are getting robbed and held up. It's awful. I would not go to Seattle right now. I would completely avoid it. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm really not. It's pretty sad. When I moved here 9 years ago, it was completely different. Anyway.
Did you kill him?
More than once, in fact. Trouble is, he won't stay dead.
Everyone's leaving early.
Tainted by Lilith's blood, and yet able to resist her corruption.
He is still weak. Vulnerable. I must strike before he can resist.
Make his power yours. The other lords will.
What's his name?
Ooh, look what I have. It's good stuff. And thank you guys for chilling with me. Thanks to those who did support the stream tonight. Thanks to those who interacted or those who are helping me to understand the game mechanics, because the game honestly doesn't do a very good job of explaining that much. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you all. Again, great stream. Good progress tonight. I got the mount now, so we should be able to scoot through areas without having to worry too much about being on foot, which is excellent. And I thank you all for being a great interactive audience. And for those still watching this playthrough on demand, I thank you as well. Until next time. All right, guys. Peace out. See you then. All right. Well, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for chilling. I'm off for the night. However, just to let you guys know what the deal is tomorrow. Tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. I am here tomorrow. We'll have a podcast in the morning. And then it's going to be Street Fighter 6 on the main gameplay stream. It's going to be me trying to hit Diamond rank with Blanca. We have 3 hours to do so. And I am like a quarter into 5-star platinum. So as long as I don't lose constantly, I got a feeling like we would probably hit Diamond tomorrow, which would be exceptionally cool if we did, because it means that I kind of earned a higher ranking with a character, which I never really thought I would even do that, but it seems like Street Fighter 6 is going well for me. I'm enjoying it. You guys are enjoying it. I seem to be playing well and earning ranks or whatever. So that's tomorrow's main gameplay stream. And then tomorrow night will be the continuation of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, where we're going to take on the Gerudo Lightning Temple. Likely we'll beat it in one sitting. We haven't really had a temple that lasted more than a couple of hours. So we're going to have, hopefully, pretty good productive progress in both games that we play tomorrow. All right? And I want to say thank you guys. Great streaming day today, both in Final Fantasy and here in Diablo. I had a good time with all of you. And I hope that you have a good night. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Fair enough? All right. Guys, thanks so much. Any last thoughts? Any last things, guys, before we adjourn? Let's see. Says Minnow stream when I didn't like Minnow. I might try her again, because now that I understand the dash cancels more, perhaps I could play better with her, because the non-dash cancel moves were not very good, but maybe I would give her a shot later. Said he's not going to be here tomorrow. He doesn't like Street Fighter. It's all good. Come back when you want, man. I'm playing 4 games. Says after Diamond Blanca, we need Diamond Zangief. I feel like Diamond Zangief is going to be a challenge, because he's got bad matchups. Like, even if I go on a tear with him, anytime I face like a JP or anyone who's a good ranged character, it's just a chore to even try to play the game. So I feel like Diamond Zangief could be an interesting undertaking, but maybe eventually. I did pretty good with him yesterday. I was surprised at how good I actually. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Please have a good evening. I hope to see you all tomorrow for my final streaming day of the week. And remember, I only got tomorrow and Friday to count for this month. So if you could support these next couple of days of streaming, that would help me tremendously, because I want it to count for this month. And, you know, I get paid for that next month. It would help a lot. You know, super chats, memberships, gifted memberships in the next 2 days would be great. All right? All right, everyone. Please have a good evening. I'll see you all in the morning. All right, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. Rest up. I'm going to watch some more Blanca videos tonight to prepare for tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Peace out.